Yeah, the first thing to mention is from the weekly perspective is that we are above the 50-week simple moving average, and we recovered that last week with a bullish reversal. So that's all positive. But really, it comes down to a battle for Ripple now. Just a couple of days ago, it was facing 6 resistance levels of importance, and that included the descending trend line for May. Then it included this spot 652, which was the low of May 23rd. Then you had the 50-day simple moving average, the 200-day simple moving average, and then the neckline of the larger inverse head and shoulders pattern that extends way back to 2018 through 2020. Yesterday, we saw us rally off the May's descending trend line, and we got through the spot 6.5, and we did tag the 50-day moving average before pulling back. Like, again, with regards to Amazon news, people say, oh, well, the Amazon news or whatever, but the fact remains is that we have a descending 50-day simple moving average within the context of a death cross pattern. That's going to add weight. And we also know that this May 23rd low is important. It was resistance, support, resistance. So it's not an easy level for Ripple to surpass at this point. So moving forward, it makes it really a difficult thing, because going back here, you'll see that on the 25th to the neckline of the larger inverse head and shoulders pattern is about a 31% move that Ripple needed to travel in order to overcome all these levels. And it's pretty much the same case standing today, even after yesterday. So if you're a short-term trader, there's probably opportunities to trade the levels here, but it's going to take a lot of effort and impulsiveness for us to break through these levels before we can finally say, okay, now we're really free and we can possibly test, go back to where we were in April. The $1 level will be important. So in the short term, we need to hold the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level that goes from end of December 2020 to the high in 2021. If we close below that, we'll see some resistance at the midline of the descending parallel channel, and that needs to hold for sure. Otherwise, we're exposed to a much deeper decline. For the most part, it has held, except for this one area. You'll see that it held there, held there, held there, held there, held there, and pretty close to holding there. So it needs to hold on the downside, but I prefer that we don't get that far down, really, till we get to that test. On the upside, really, we have to watch for the 50-day, get above spot 6.5, get above the 50-day, which is spot 6.8, then the upper line of the descending parallel channel, which comes in at about spot 7.2. Then now we have the convergence of the 200-day with the neckline, which comes in at about spot 7.66. So until we get a daily close above there, I'd be very agile with holding Ripple, and I would not let any losses go beyond the 78.6 retracement level on the downside. That's all.
For sure, the $1 level seems really interesting and really important for XRP, but I think going there is going to be an uphill battle for Ripple. Right. So this particular zone from 62 fib to 79 fib has been a crucial resistance level that XRP has not been able to breach, like after 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost the 5th attempt here. We still haven't been able to breach it. So currently, since I'm expecting a pullback on a lot of altcoins, this is what I'm expecting. We either bounce off of this level or we come down below and dip into this demand zone, which extends from 0.517 to 0.5, almost 57, right? So I don't see it going below here, testing the range low again. So yeah, approximately a 10% retracement if we're being a little careful, or probably a 7% retracement. And we bounce higher, and I'm pretty sure this time the next leg up, if Bitcoin shows strength, 70.5 at approximately 70 cents will be the target, right? And again, like you mentioned, Sheldon, these areas are going to be really tough to cross for XRP. So, and even though it crosses the 70.5 in this high probability reversal zone, I think it's going to consolidate a lot, unless we see something like a massive this thing here, the pump here. Although
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure it's going to happen now that the hype is all died down.
That's
So
basically the type of thing that needs to happen. I think if we're gonna get a short-term breakout is something impulsive like that.
yeah, but I doubt that'll happen anytime soon, right? Like the Amazon news, although the Amazon news did play like, at least from a retail perspective, we did play a role, right? So we did not, all the Bitcoin rallied from what 29 to almost 40K in like 4, 5, 6 days. The altcoins actually did not see a lot of strength. So which kind of shows that people are still kind of not ready to rotate the capital back into the altcoins anytime sooner. So I don't see that kind of impulsive move happening soon. But yeah, so from a shorter time frame perspective, I think 70 cents down from here, which is roughly a 20% upswing, seems plausible for XRP. 79 if we're being a little optimistic.